Ricky Io as we see Morelli goes through, nurse Rico out the way, who looks to go a bit wide there, and succumbing to the place of Alvaro Carpe.
And Morelli really has seen
a rotten run of luck this season and crossed both Junior GP and here, but could this be the place that he turns it around?
And Brian Uriarte, you can see him there in third place, the middle of your screen. He has seen that Marco Morelli has jumped ahead now.
He knows he can't let the Argentinian get away. He was sensational to take the first victory of the season, and it's the fastest lap of the race from Uriarte. 144.1.
So no one had a lead like that yesterday, did we? We had a couple of bike lengths lead from Moodley, but no one got that 4 or 5 bike length. And Brian Uriarte and Carpe and Co are determined to get back on his tail.
Way to the line, but he's bogged down a little bit behind Dodo Boggio here for the moment in 8th place.
He said he missed the gear on that final lap yesterday. That really spoilt his chances of
track that we visit on the entire Rookies Cup calendar. They've certainly caught him back up now, Morelli. I think his ambition of getting away from it all was pretty short-lived.
Yeah, that's right. You can see Moodley still there back in 6th place. As he said, he diminished a little bit, but it's still pretty handy, isn't it?
Yeah, a good few bike lengths, but how much do they close in on him there at Holgerheide, one of the fastest sections of track that we visit on the entire Rookies Cup calendar. They've
salted place, I think, at one time.
I absolutely love watching the difference in riding styles for both Alvaro Carpe and Marco Morelli. Morelli's so old school almost. You could put him on a 250cc 2-stroke and he looked fine.
Let's see if there is the 27 and the 11. In fact, Salmela and Moodley, Pratama behind them. Away from Hakim Danish of Ega Pratama.
I think I've got a reason why that is, Peter. Yesterday's pace was relatively slow in comparison to today. If I'm not mistaken, they really touched that in this one. But they're already low 144s, which is not far off the qualifying pace.
Right, that's right, and it's something that Brian Uriarte said. He said he was very comfortable at that pace. Wasn't that quick yesterday. He certainly managed to go with Carpe and Morelli today. But it has stretched things. Not everybody can manage that pace, obviously. It's a very different race than yesterday.
So they were
today, but it has stretched things. Not everybody can manage that pace, obviously. It's a very different race than yesterday.
So they weren't no one was doing a low 144 yesterday, basically. So the fastest lap, Salmela. That was Veda Pratama cutting off the front of that was Pugliese there, I think. Goodness me.
Yeah, that is, and of course they've realised that the 6 in front are disappearing.
Still in the race. He was the only rider yesterday putting a 144 flat in the race. He was riding near enough all on his own, caught that group after he crashed. Who's up front leading the way? Here he is.
Good thinking.
And Hakim Danish, can they chase the leaders down? Can they live with that sort of pace? I'm not sure, but tyre wear will be a factor in this race.
Yeah, and we've just seen Daniel get the engine's going to be too cool and the temperature is low. They'll put some tape over the radiator to reduce the cooling effect, but that has a tape attached to it that the riders can pull off if they see
championship front runners to be in that chasing group. I think Hakim Danish is certainly a rider to keep an eye on, but can he bring the others all back into the fray?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, but Hakim didn't feature.
Danish is certainly a rider to keep an eye on, but can he bring the others all back into the fray?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, but Hakim didn't feature in the front yesterday, did he? He was, there and thereabouts.
Exactly.
But he wasn't quite there. So
pace time. But actually, Salmela, he was second on the grid with the 144.2, so that's a couple of tenths quicker than he even put in qualifying. Goes to show Rookies Cup riders learning all the time, even in the race.
And nobody.
Final point between Guillaume Plong and Sullivan Mounsey. There's that he is leading that third group now then, because you've got positions 1 to 6 in the first group. The chasing pack is led by Brammerstorfer in 14th. Sullivan Mounsey leading the next set of riders all the way down to Rocco Sessler in 24th.
So there is still
that tends to win in Rookies Cup in any given race is the one that wants it the most. I think you're looking at a top 6 of riders who are absolutely chomping at the bit for it.
Who wants it the most out of those guys? Yeah, and just while we're watching, wants it the most out of those guys. Yeah, and just while we're watching these Super 6 guys, it's let's mention that Born Racers series that is now on TNT in the back on terms, and Uriarte surely has got the pace, hasn't he?
Yeah, you would certainly think so, wouldn't you? But that's quite a big gap that's opened up between Sal Miller and Uriarte and Ruche Moodley there. But
it unfolds. We're now 7 laps remaining. We've just gone past half distance. There's Uriarte's got past Ruche, and he'll have his head down because he knows he can't really let these fall, because these four are not Ruche, and he'll have his head down because he knows he can't really let these fall, because these four are not mucking each other up, are they?
No,
they're not being silly about it. That was an issue yesterday. They were all over the track, all of them. And
pada edisi berikutnya, pembalap asal Gunung Kidul tersebut tampil lebih garang. Kemenangan telak dicapainya dengan koleksi 256 poin atau unggul 103 dari rival terdekatnya Amon Odaki. Ia memenangi 9 dari 12 putaran dan menggondol mahkota juara ITC 2023. Perolehan poin Veda memecahkan rekor milik Ayumu Sasaki dengan 203 poin yang dicetak pada 2015. Pembalap Indonesia Veda Ega Pratama kembali menunjukkan potensinya di ajang Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024. Veda Ega Pratama memiliki peluang untuk memperbaiki posisinya di seri-seri selanjutnya. Veda Ega Pratama merupakan pendatang baru di Red Bull Rookies Cup. Kemampuannya untuk beradaptasi dengan cepat dan bersaing dengan pembalap-pembalap terbaik Unia menunjukkan potensi besar yang dimilikinya. Seri Asen menjadi peluang bagi Veda Ega untuk kembali menunjukkan performa terbaiknya dan meraih podium. Veda memiliki kemampuan dan tekad yang kuat untuk bersaing di papan atas. Meski peluang Veda untuk meraih podium di Asen terbilang cukup berat, bukan berarti hal itu tidak mungkin. Apalagi jika melihat performa Veda di seri-seri sebelumnya. Pembalap muda Indonesia Veda Ega Pratama menilai dirinya kurang beruntung pada seri ketiga Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 Race 1 di sirkuit Mugello, Italia, Sabtu. Ia yang memiliki peluang juara pada balapan kali ini mengatakan, kurang beruntung, setelah tersenggol pembalap lain yang membuatnya melebar dan terlempar ke posisi ke-10 pada tikungan pertama lap terakhir saat ia sedang memimpin balapan untuk meraih kemenangan perdananya. Veda yang tampil impresif selama balapan tak menyerah hingga kemudian posisi kelima ia amankan untuk meraih 11 poin yang merupakan torehan tertingginya sejauh ini. Saya senang dengan balapan hari ini, namun saya kurang beruntung, kata Veda, dilansir dari laman resmi Red Bull Rookies Cup. Di tikungan pertama pada lap terakhir, seseorang menabrak saya dan saya terdorong keluar, namun saya beruntung karena tidak terjatuh, lanjutnya. Saya berusaha keras di lap terakhir itu dan finish di posisi kelima, jadi saya senang dengan itu, tambahnya. Pembalap asal Gunung Kidul, Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta itu mengatakan setelan motornya masih belum sempurna pada balapan kali ini. Pembalap asal Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama kembali menunjukkan potensinya di ajang Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024. Pembalap muda Indonesia berhasil menempati posisi ke-8 klasemen sementara dengan total 39 poin. Meski masih tertinggal 71 poin dari pemuncak klasemen, Veda memiliki peluang untuk memperbaiki posisinya di seri-seri selanjutnya.